The 2015 documentary Offline Dating by British filmmaker Samuel Abrams follows his friend Tom over the course of 2 days in the London suburb of Hackney as he attempts to find a date in real life rather than using online dating apps. The director explains that the film had its genesis as Tom was newly single and was downloading the dating app Happen. They had a discussion about the us that we present online and the us that exists in real life. And thus the part documentary and part social experiment came to life, which gives us the rejection-filled but humorously uplifting film that is Offline Dating, and the authentic, uninterrupted and real-life interactions that Tom has with the women he meets perfectly aligns with the observational documentary mode that I will be exploring throughout this video today. Observational documentary subscribes to a detached, unobstructed view, fly-on-the-wall mode of filming. It overlaps with direct cinema, which aims to capture reality and truth, and cinema verite, which has the literal definition of truthful cinema. The mode ensures the non-intervention of the filmmaker and the subject, and also calls for no arranged interviews and no voiceovers or narration. Like Offline Dating, the film is event-driven, with the events unfolding in real life in real locations. Objectivity also remains a key documentary priority whilst filming and editing. In terms of equipment, filming should be technology enabled with synchronous sound recording and lightweight portable equipment. Footage for this genre should be shot in natural light, much like Offline Dating is. It can also be handheld, shaky and loose, and it can even be blurry or out of focus. Bill Nichols sums up the observational documentary mode in his book Introduction to Documentary by stating that all of the forms of control that a poetic or expository filmmaker might exercise over the staging, arrangement, or composition of a scene became sacrificed to observing lived experience spontaneously. Now, there are many examples throughout the documentary of the observational mode. The fly-on-the-wall, detached angles in these 3 scenes show that the camera is well out of the way. This allows for the subject of the film to be more natural and more authentic, and these are all qualities that an observational documentary should have. Tom, the subject of the film, actually reacts directly to the camera lens. However, the reaction is more of an interaction with him and Abrams, who's behind the camera, rather than the camera itself because of their close friendship. And it makes it seem of more a reflex rather than an intervention between the filmmaker and subject, which keeps with that observational mode of no intervention with the filmmaker. Tom also does talk directly to the camera as well. However, it's very casual, and it's a leading on comment after an interaction with someone on the street that had just happened. And this keeps with the observational mode of no formal interviews. For the film, Abrams said that he hired a Blackmagic, which is a small camera, with a set of prime lenses and a camera rig to shoulder mount it. He also used one audio synchronized microphone that he put on top. Obviously, this technology aligns with the equipment typically used in the observational mode, as well as being lightweight and providing ease of use so that he can move quickly and capture the authentic and intimate interactions which is shown throughout the documentary. Abrams' style of filming and direction of the documentary also had a specific intention of having a lot of energy. He wanted the camera to be always moving, pulling in and out of focus, which again subscribes to the observational documentary mode. Here are a few shots from the scenes in which the film he used this technique. He explains that it was hard to get this style while shooting observational material, as he did not want to miss any key moments because he was looking at the wrong thing. It's also important to note that Abrams didn't exclusively film Tom and the person he was talking with. He filmed many shots of the landscape around them, or even people where they were, to build the atmosphere. But he explains that it's all about listening to what is happening, what they are saying, what they're not saying, and then quickly reacting and predicting where the story is going. And that way he knew how to cover the scene, and that way he didn't miss anything. And clearly he did just that. In conclusion, Offline Dating is the perfect example of the observational documentary mode. Filmmaker Samuel Abrams reflects on the film by saying that as a result of approaching strangers all weekend, We met so many kind, funny, open, and generous people who, just like us, were all looking to enjoy the spontaneity of a real encounter and possibly make a new connection. This statement perfectly sums up the style of observational documentaries of authentic situations with real people in real time caught on film. Thank you.